deep in the heart of the canals of Xochimilco, at Mexico City, is one of the world's most haunted and tragic locations, the Island of the Dolls. The island is only 1 acre in size and houses 3 huts and a horde of decaying dolls. Local residents claim to see ghosts and hear shadows talking. They also believe the island to be cursed. Gerardo Ibarra, who is the co-founder of a sustainable travel company in Mexico, has been quoted as saying, "During the time of Cortés, many people fled here to Xochimilco and hid on the canals. A lot of these people were women and children hiding from the conquistadores. And many women killed themselves rather than be caught and raped by the Spaniards." The Island of the Dolls was, for centuries, a place to disappear. Strangely, the island is found within the city limits of one of the world's largest cities. Mexico City was initially an island in a volcanic caldera lake surrounded by the Sierra Madre Mountains. The Aztec Empire was the first to start developing the area. They built a system of man-made islands that were called chinampas, and a canal system for farmers to navigate them. After the Aztecs were conquered by the Spanish in the 1500s, many of the chinampas were filled in and turned into the foundation of the city. The only place where the chinampas and canal system still exist is in Xochimilco, which is found at the southern end of Mexico City. It is an integral part of local life and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. In the past, the area was also used as shelter for Mexican revolutionaries and religious practitioners who may have fallen out of favor. Many of them ended up killed or drowned in these canals. Those who live in Xochimilco get around by paddling through the small islands that are used for farming corn, squash, and chilies. They most often use a wooden, flat-bottomed boat called a chalupa. Residents say that many years ago the water was clear enough that you could see to the bottom. The story behind the Island of Dolls began sometime in the 1950s. One day, Julian Santana Barrera found the body of a young girl at the bottom of the waterway just outside his door. It was said that the young girl was swimming with her sister or friends and the current took her under and she drowned. After Julian found the body, trouble began. According to the legend, Julian started seeing ghosts, and one day he woke up and found all his crops had died. He tried his best to improve his crops but was unable to do so because the spirit had damaged the crops beyond repair. As a result, Julian became more and more scared. In order to appease the spirit, Julian built an altar in his small cabin on the island where he and his wife lived. However, his efforts were in vain as the spirit still came. So, Julian began collecting dolls as a way to protect himself from the spirit. Over the next 50 years, he collected over 1,000 dolls. Some of the dolls were salvaged from the trash in the main area of Mexico City while other dolls were gifted by neighbors and visitors. All the dolls are still there, decaying, some beheaded and all very creepy. Everywhere you look, there are dolls hanging from trees, nailed to buildings, or strung along clotheslines. In 2001, Julian Barrera died of a heart attack near the same spot where he had found the body of the young girl. Some claim that the spirit of the girl came to him and dragged him into the water. Since Julian's death, several other imitation doll islands have popped up in the canal. But there's only one true Island of the Dolls. Today, visitors to the Island of Dolls claim to see shadows in the night with the moonlight, while other visitors have claimed to have witnessed the dolls' eyes moving and hearing them talk. The island currently has a caretaker named Santana who lives with his family on another island about 20 minutes boat ride away. When asked what will happen to the island when he dies, Santana said, "The ownership, I leave to the dead."